Hi everybody, this is Dan with another tip of the week. Hey, the weekly tip is coming in about 30 seconds. What I want to tell you is why you're seeing a bunch of pictures of landscapes on the in the screen. And the reason is because I am pre-launching my first ever landscape series. And I have 10 paintings in this, and you're going to see the images of what the people enrolled in that class are going to be painting, and eventually the DVDs will be available. So listen to the tip, and then if you have any interest in these pictures, hang out then. I'll tell you a little bit more about the class. Thanks. Enjoy the tip. It's a good one. Hi, this is Daniel Edmondson with another tip of the week. Today's tip is think more, paint less. What that means is painting is in our heads. It's a mental game, if you will, and not a physical ability you develop. I mean, there are some aspects to being physically dexterous in painting, but it really represents a very, very small part of painting. Whereas it's more of a mental discipline than it is a physical characteristic that you develop. So what happens is, a lot of times when I go around class, I'll see people painting on their paintings and going over the same brushstroke over and over and over. Whereas a better model is you put a brush, make a brushstroke, put it down, and you think, what do I want to do with the next brushstroke? How do I want the next brushstroke to go? How do I want it to look? So then you mix that paint and you put it on and leave it alone. And then you go back to your thinking process. How do I want the next brushstroke to look? How is it going to benefit this painting? What color should it be in order to benefit this painting and get my point across, right? And then you put a stroke on and leave it alone. Now, there are some places like backgrounds and unimportant areas where you're just basically trying to cover it almost in the same fashion that you painted a wall. Of course, with more consideration than that. But nonetheless, it's kind of, by comparison, it has that same feeling to it. So it's like quick, slop. But when you get into your key critical areas, you want to slow down and think about what it is you are trying to accomplish. And do I want this to advance? Do I want this to recede? How is this going to affect color harmony? What kind of edge work do I want here? And I think I've got a fairly good handle on it, and I still feel like I do way too much painting fast and not enough thinking. So anyway, try it out. Just do a little 5x7 or an 8x10 of just one simple thing, and try it out thinking about every brushstroke. Maybe get the background all in at once. Just get it done, and then take an apple or an orange or a peach or a vase or a small landscape and just really focus on every brushstroke and think about what you want it to accomplish with every brushstroke. And in the long run, it may actually be faster to paint this way because there'll be very little correcting to do. All right, thanks. That's Dan Edmondson with another tip of the week. Have a fantastic day. Okay, this is Dan again. As promised, I'm back to talk for about 30 seconds about this class I'm offering now. It's a 10 DVD set, and it's all on landscapes, and very much the same for those of you who know my very first still life course. It's very, very much based on helping you understand the principles and why you do everything you do. So that's really a handheld, step-by-step process to painting landscapes. And I think you really will enjoy it if you have an interest in landscapes. And you've seen the 10 pictures we're going to paint in the course. And the reason this is being pre-sold is the course actually hasn't even been created yet. So I am going to create the videos over the course of the next 10 weeks and put them online. You'll get one a week. And then every 3 or 4 weeks after that, you'll follow up, get the DVDs. It'll be the same exact information. It'll just takes a while for me to get the DVDs processed and burned and get the video editor guy to make them all nice and pretty. These ones will even be much nicer than the first set. Okay? So I hope that answers any questions, and I'm only going to limit it to about 15 people until I get the DVDs done. That way they can have attention, a little bit more attention, and help me with any gaps that they feel I have missed along the way, so I can make sure I fill them in the rest of the videos. So they'll get more feedback than usual. All right? Well, below this video, if you're on my tips page, on Oil Painting Workshop, you will see information about this. If you're seeing this on YouTube, just go to oilpaintingworkshop.com and you'll see a big picture for you to get information about the landscape course. Special note, next week I'm going to release my advanced still life course, and that's going to be great too. You have a fantastic day and paint happy.